time I'm seeing you. I know I do see you in the group, but I've never seen you face like this.
Well, I wasn't planning to talk to you today, but I got in on the chat and I'm like, okay, so I'm all,
Yeah.
but it's okay.
Good. Where are you from anyway? Where are you from?
I'm from Mexico.
Mexico. Wow, wonderful. But are you in London but from Mexico?
Yes, that's
Good.
correct.
Good. I remember now. Yes. I remember very well. Okay, I remember one time Arik hosted you. I remember that time. I remember.
Yes. Obviously, I was not like today. Look at me today. I have a question about your book. I was about to buy your book, but one is book 1 and one is book 2. Yes. And they are very similar because I saw the contents. They are very similar, or they are different.
They are very, very similar. The only difference is this second edition, or the second one, I did some updates. There are some things that I had to update, but the content is almost one and the same. The only difference is that these are the second one. It's like I call it the second edition. That's why I call it edition, second edition. It's not a new book. Yeah. It's just that there are some improvements that I realized after several meetings with Dr. Finelov, with this experience fasting, people like Satmaga. Then I decided, no, there are some information that I needed to add there. For example, let me give you the examples of this information, like working in salt flush, how to do salt flush properly, how to do the cleansing of the liver. Yeah, the issues of how to take away some toxics in your system, especially those people who have been under medication for some time, like people who have been, those were not in the first book. So I had to bring them in this. Yeah, there's
because I was checking, it's something about carbon. So that's in the second book when you talk about carbon.
Carbon, charcoal. It's called activated charcoal. Activated charcoal.
Yes, activated charcoal. Yes.
Yeah, that is in the second book. So I feel that the second one is more refined. It's more, it's like more detailed. And another one is coming, but this one is a totally new one. Totally. Very soon I'll let you people know. Yeah, this one has other information, very powerful, more how do you call it? More advanced, and I recommend you buy, if you are to buy out of the two, buy the second edition.
Okay.
That will give you the most refined information.
Okay.
Otherwise, everything is fine. But I needed to talk about something today. If you have another question, there's no problem. You can just ask.
No, don't worry. It's just that's my question because I was just about to buy your book. My daughter is here.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
So I was checking the contents and I wasn't sure which one to buy. So I will buy the second one.
Okay.
My daughter is here.
Hi, your name. Your name?
What's your name?
Maritina.
Valentina.
Okay, Valentina.
Yes, because I'm cooking her dinner at the moment. Anyway, I keep on the chat. Listen. Thank you for answering the questions.
You're most welcome. Thank you.
So when is your next book coming out?
When?
Yes.
When you're coming out of the fast?
No, your next book.
Oh, this one I give about a month. In a month's time, it will be ready. Yeah. So it's okay. It's okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So I think here I just get out of so you can have the meeting.
No problem. Now, I needed to welcome everybody else that's coming in. Welcome.
Yes.
I just want to make on corona, the issue of corona virus, and what instructions that Dr. Finelov has been giving us all along. Because our videos, these videos that we make now, they are a little shorter, and some people can take time to listen to them rather than the long 2 hours video, 1 hour 30 minutes videos. So if you are forced, first of all, Dr. Finelov doesn't recommend any of his patients taking the vaccine. But if you are forced, maybe because of your workplace or because of anything else that maybe some clear reason from the government, and you are forced to take the vaccine, he doesn't tell you to rebel. Says there's a solution. Just take the vaccine. But if you don't want we can call those the problem that vaccine is going to cause. I don't know which name I'm going to give them, but if you don't want those toxicity of the vaccine to be in your system, you have to take the vaccine. Actually, you are saying that the vaccine is full of metals, so you don't need to take it when you are eating. You take it when you are fasting. The first time he talked about it, he said 4 days. Later, he has refined it. He said even 2 days is okay. If in the second day of the fast, you can take the vaccine. Then you just stop the fast, or you can prolong it, no problem. But then you will have to actually break the fast for some time and rest. Then if you don't want it to be totally in your system, then you need the cleaning. Actually, so if you take 7 days plus in a fast, the whole thing will be neutralized in your system. The dry fast will clean the whole system, blood and everything else. It will purify the blood with all those heavy metals. Even in the vaccine, and fasting can be the vaccine effects. And I have a friend, anonymous. I'm not going to give the name here. This guy did after the vaccine. He did for 24 hours. And the guy was feeling as if the ears are headache, but within that started to feel relief. Just 24 hours of the fast, the person started to feel relief. But this is something that had happened before. He was feeling a lot of blockage, a lot of what it means. Yes, this thing has a lot of things that are not supposed to be in our body. The ideal way to heal it is dry fast 7 days. 7 days is the medicine. If you want to develop immunity against it or any other disease, 5 days. 5 days. That is to develop immunity for some time. We need to know how long will this immunity stay. And that thing depends on how often you do your fasts. So that you don't come back you don't eat until you feel you're forgotten yourself. Now, today we were dedicating this day for sharing. I'm supposed to be actually in live on YouTube. Let me just put it a moment, we go live on YouTube. Now, we are supposed to have, I need to answer this one, please. To understand, not to have, but to understand what we are doing. We are doing something that is great for ourselves and the next generation. But I needed people to know today that if you fast every month, you are fasting every week, and then you extend it in monthly, you extend the 1 week, 24 hours fast to some days, whether 3 days, 5 days, whatever time, you cannot be sick. You cannot get sick. You cannot get sick. Listen to me carefully. Every week, once. Every week, once. And then every month, every week, 24 hours. Every month, you do about 3 days or 5, between 3 to 5 days. You cannot be sick. Take it to the bank. You can't be sick. You can't be sick. Now, this is very important. And then yearly, you're supposed to do at least once 9 days. This is the reason we are not asking people. We are not telling people to do 9 days every month. No. It is for people who have not done it before. If you have not reached the 9 days before, it's okay. Try. Try once in a year, not every month. Try once in a year to do a 9. Just 1 minute. So you make sure that you do follow a protocol, a certain protocol which I've already given you weekly, once per month. At least you do 3 days or a 5 days dry fast, and in a year you should have done at least 190, whether you are sick or not. Because when you are not sick, this thing is you will have taken it away from your system. You can't be sick again. You can't be sick again. Now I dedicated this fast for these people who are having problem with this thing called what? People have problem with cancer. And this was breast cancer. These are the people that we dedicated this fast for. I'm really praying that we spread this news. It reaches everybody else, wherever, worldwide. It reaches everybody else worldwide, because if we have the solution, like I want to just talk frankly, some people may have not had this. I'm married. My wife had a lump growing in the left breast. And this thing, we did not diagnose to know, we don't take it to the doctor for diagnosis to know that what exactly it was. But then it was not going until she took an action. It was not going until she took an action. And the action was a fast. And not a fast, just a fast, a dry fast. So when we bring this thing to the rest of the world, we know what it has done in our own lives. It has done so many things in our lives. I wanted us to share how to do, by the way, that was the reason for this meeting today. But I have my apologies for some good reasons. I didn't get my tools ready. I don't know if somebody is here who was in the last meeting, who has tools ready for called what? The massage. If you are ready, you can let us know. But my things are not ready, so I'm not going to do it practically. But we have shared, anyway, we have shared the videos where Dr. Finola was lecturing. So those things, you can just take them and watch them as you practice. Now it's not watching as you listen and write notes. These ones you can even pause, you pause, and then you do. You pause and you do. Step by step, slowly by slowly. There's a way you are supposed to move your legs as you press, and there's a way you are supposed to move this tool here. We are able to use anything that is blunt, and then you press until, this is very important. I'm just doing like repetition until the pain goes away. As long as you still feel the pain, you keep pressing and keep doing the things that you're supposed to do, moving the legs like that, moving them up and down like that, and you keep on pressing here, and you keep on massaging. It's not really pressing, but massaging. And there's a last one that you showed us where you do physical massage with their hands. And this one, you cannot, somebody has to do it for you. I need to share that video. I'm going to share it, I think, after this meeting. I'm going to share this one. And if you press, and this one is good when you are supposed to be many days of the fast, when the stomach is totally empty, Pressed is pressed. And the pain again becomes our indicator until the pain goes away. You keep on massaging. You keep on massaging from one point to another. The rib cage area, where there's boundary between the stomach and the rib cage, that area. Keep on pressing it like that, all the left and the right, going that way. But somebody has to help you on this one. In the fast, this one is done in the fast. The only thing that we do after the fast, there's some things that are done after the fast, like sauna is done after the fast. Reach therapy is done after the fast. Honey massage is done after the fast. But these are the massages that I was talking about: the stomach massage during the fast, liver massage during the fast, even spinal cord massage during the fast. The spinal cord, you showed us something very simple. You use a bottle, you roll on it, you put it, a bottle that is closed to the water inside, and the water should be warm. The water should be warm. Then you just roll on that thing on your back. It should be hard floor down, and you roll on it down like that. You come back rolling and rolling and rolling. I think you'll enjoy it. I've done it several times. Today I've told you I did not prepare. A little busy here, busy there, so I missed to prepare. But we are going to have a time where we do it practically. This is September 1st. The other thing that I wanted to remind you again, we use this fast. If you are already in the Montenegro fasting, the people who are preparing for Montenegro, we use this fast to prepare for Montenegro. So there are specific times that are given. I think that I should, if somebody is there, should share with that in the here at the in the meeting. Let me check if I can find it now. I share with you the document. There's a document on how to prepare. This was to start long ago. It was to start, I think, August. Let me just share it. Just a minute. Private, this is for preparation for those who are going to Montenegro. And it is a lot of things. You need to do a lot of preparation. So we use this time if you are in, and this is very important, even if you're not going, and you still want to do, because we might have, I'm not sure, we have not yet arranged on this one, unless we have gotten the whole thing out on those coming month. Which month? This month coming, it's called what? This September 15th, I'm sharing this with you people. This is a long document. And it's like I've not copied the whole thing. So this is just part of the document. Now, we might also have, this is what we had already suggested earlier, but it's not guaranteed now. We might have an online guidance with Dr. Finelov, lectures, and also these things that we're talking about, how to do the massages again in October. For those who cannot make it to Montenegro, there was that option we were thinking about, but he really needed people to go. So I'm feeling that I'm going to convince him. For those who cannot go, we have an online one. We had already agreed with him on this one, so that we'll have online. Those people are going to do online. You need also to prepare. That's why you need the whole of this document, so that you know what to do. So we are using this fast now, this one that we have, to help us prepare for Montenegro also, for the October fast. That's why I felt this fast should not be very long, but you may be having a breakthrough with it. You might flow. You might find yourself in 9-10 days. That's okay. Keep on going, but do the right thing. No contact with water. Try those massages. Massage is not an easy thing anyway. By the way, you need to know. I don't know if anybody else tried massage. Massage has some pain, not a lot, some pain. And that pain is to help remove the disease. Getting a disease that has already gotten home in your body out of the body is not easy job. Because for it, it's comfortable there. It's comfortable there. It's taking advantage of what is available in your body. So it's aligned itself there. But with the fasting, with dry fasting, it will go out. It will get out of your system. No matter where it is here hiding or hidden, it will get out of your system. And it's very important to know. This is one thing that, again, Dr. Finelov has repeatedly told us. The reason for the liver massage, most of the problems with the diseases are coming from the liver. He says, I think 2/3 of people who visit, the source of the problem is their liver. That is causing all those other things. So this is the reason, and now I can flow with him. If you see why he does the massages, you now know. And again, the massages makes the fasting 2 times better. Just like in autonomous lifestyle, they say when you are awake, it makes that fasting become 2 times better than just dry fasting and sleeping. So if we add, I don't know if people are comfortable, we add also sleep deprivation, but when you can flow, don't force it, you have to flow. Because obviously when you are fasting for a longer time, insomnia comes in, we take advantage of that. That's what I've been telling these people who have listened to me for some time. We take advantage of insomnia. Instead of now seeing it as a problem, we see it as a solution to our problem of sleeping. Yes, so we take advantage of that and we do the massages. So if we add these 2 things, I think we'll have no problem. And I want to also let you know, I think these things are flowing. I didn't write anything anywhere. I'm just flowing, I'm just talking. Many of these people who are in autonomy, I'm just getting to autonomy a little here, it makes with what we're doing. I've once either sick, very sick, like I think Anastasia had a problem with, was it arthritis? Those who have, especially our guest, even the one that we have on this coming Saturday, she had a problem. She had a disease that she wanted to heal. Even Svetlana had a disease that she wanted to heal. I've just forgotten the names of those diseases, but I think the one for Anastasia was arthritis. Svetlana asthma, and this lady Goa, no, I've forgotten. So they use this lifestyle to heal themselves. For them, they were not doing a medical dry fast, and I think they were not even having these issues of massage and all these things. They were just stretching and learning more things, learning as they're doing. But now we have information, very important information. That's why I'm telling you, with this fast, try and practice these two things. Try and practice massage, the stomach area, the intestinal area, the liver and the stomach, and try and do the sleep deprivation, but let it flow. We are in day 2 now. You can do it from tomorrow. Like me, my sleep was just totally decreased. I'm still sleeping anyway. This past night I slept a little. I don't know how many hours. I think 3 hours. But I can see a change already. So I'm like targeting, and the only thing I'm praying for, I don't know if people also have this feeling, I'm praying for that breakthrough, that we can now transition from dry fast to autonomy, freedom. That now one time I can be talking here and telling you the last time I ate is 3, 4, 6 months ago. That is my target. And one time in this fasts, we will flow. Also, at this point, I look at the need of food. The food looks like something like it's strange to me. In my mind, I'm like, because of the information, I think if you have a lot of, it's called mindset. The mind has been set now that I don't see food as a necessity. I don't see hunger as a punishment. I see it as a friend, and it's not even existing now. The hunger itself, it's always in our mind. It's always in our mind. Now, questions. If you have questions, before, we don't want to make it long, like those are the videos for webinars. We want to make it short so that people can, this is like summary or what you have been learning from here as we keep going. So I need us to get questions. If you have any questions, as you get your questions or you need something else, I need to share with you this thing fully. So if you are not in the group of Montenegro and you need it, I'll just send to you, just tell me, I'll send it to you fully. To help you in preparation anyway, because we are targeting October 1st. October 1st is going to be one of the biggest fast of ever. We will do it online. We'll do it also in Montenegro if it works. That one we need to wait until 15th of this September. Now, our WhatsApp group for dry fast is almost full. There's only one more person and it's totally full. That's why I was telling you people that now, from now on, the people are going to be joining. I'm putting them in 3 groups. We can't just put all the people in the one and the same group. There is an introduction part of the fasting. There is the fasting, therapeutic fasting for healing, for curing illnesses. And then there is the part of the prolonged fast. That one is also part of autonomy. And autonomy is into 2. There's partial and full autonomy. So I want to put these people who are coming like that. And also I'm thinking of also organizing the same thing in Telegram, so that we have some order. We know that we have babies, we have people who are just coming in, they don't know some information. We need to give them in sequences. Information should not come just once like that. It's going to be destructive. We must take them step by step, as they grow their knowledge and they grow their experiences. They try. You tried 3 days, you have not done 24 hours. You must start with 24 hours at least. That's why we have these things of preparation. These kind of things we just don't do them like that. And I also wanted to give you something that I also realized when I started the first time I started it aggressively. I was doing fast like a rest of 2 days, 3, 4, 5 days fast, 3, 4, 5 days, rest of 2 days, 3, 4, 5 days. My friend, it is like whole heaven came down. If there's a testimony that I have, it is this one. Nobody would be planning to come and meet me before I know. I'll know, and even the purpose during that time. But this one I did also together with prayer, a lot of prayer. I think I shared this in one of my books. The other thing that I also realized, a light came, literal light. Like, I don't have a torch here. I could have shown you. Light came and was resting on my chest. I did touch. No, going to resting here, the chest here, on one of my sweaters that I still have it here, like this, for 2 days. For 2 days, going with me wherever I'm going, and I could see it. But now, if you touch, lights is not something you can touch. You feel okay, it's here, but you see it, but you can't touch. You can't touch. You see. I'm looking at it now. I'm like, okay, this is like I was becoming autonomous without knowing. That was about for 3 months, just going straight. Nothing could happen without me knowing. If you appear before me like this, I will tell you. I will tell you even what you want to. Before you tell me what you want to say, I'll tell you what's happening with you. I will tell you. So it's like a flow. But then now we have come to become like old men. Now we are going slowly. You can say monthly fast. But though I want to tell you genuinely, there's a point where I reached where I could not longer continue the fast. I reached a point where I felt I was dying. And was in day. That was on the second day of a fast, and I felt no. I've grown so thin. I don't know, because of those breaks, it was making me feel my energy was so down. So didn't want to make it so long. Somebody's what is going on here? Let me mute somebody here. So I wanted just to make it short like that. If you have questions, if you have something that you want to ask, maybe you can ask. Then we close this meeting. It's not a long one, but I'm excited about this coming weekend. You know, our guest. We are going to start. The light was like that. I just want to show you, to prove to you how it was. It was coming like that. So you see light, not without the illumination. I could not see where it's coming from. I just wanted it resting on my body like that, around that chest area. And I knew what it was for. It was for, we call it word of knowledge, knowing things. That's why I was able to know things before they happen, before they come. And now it takes me a lot of prayer before I can get there, or maybe in dreams, and I'll be able to see things that are coming. But it's not the way it was that time when I was starting the fast in 2014, dry fast. That's the time I started the dry fasting journey. So the new people need to be guided. You see, like the way I started aggressively, if I had a person who was guiding me that time, and who, like they will say, a teacher, a person who will take you step by step. If you need to overdo something, then you give up very easily. You know, some people come very aggressive. They go 5 days, and then suddenly they're not fasting at all. they have closed it totally. I hear them say things like, "I've not seen any change. I don't see any difference. I don't know." They now get problems. They get excuses not to fast. That's the reason why it has to be done with some steps, and the expectation also should be known. What is the expectation? Everything in this earth that we live in under the sun has something that is called what? The good side and the negative side. So we must be, that's why we always say a balanced approach. Use a balanced approach. I have talked. Now, if you have questions, if there are no questions, I think it's good we close. Any question before we can call it a day? Or a clarification? If there's none, we close. And thank you for your support. Thank you for your donations. They're helping me, keeping me going. So thank you so much. Rika is saying something. Okay. So thank you, everybody. I need to stop it at this point. Bye-bye. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you.
Bye.